달빛이 물든 눈동자 비바랜 눈물은 쏟아지네. 쉴 곳을 찾아 날아간 작은 날개는 길을 잃었네. 은빛 물결에 비추는 구름들의 모습은 흩어지고 한 줄기 떨어진 곳에 아름다운 그림자만 있네. 바람에 실려온 노래는 그대의 숨결이 녹아있고 빗속에 잠들은 꿈속에서 날 보는 그대의 시선이 머무르네. 벗어날 수 없는 슬픈 세계 함께 하지 못한 채 사라져 아스라이 비친 손길은 날 이끄네. 별빛이 서린 눈동자 차가운 눈물은 비가 되고 시들어버린 날개엔 소리 없는 가시꽃 피었네. 또 다른 나에게 다가오는 꿈결이 몸을 감싸고 하얗게 쏟아낸 찰나의 빛 파란 영혼들은 가시에 흩어진다. 벗어날 수 없는 슬픈 세계 함께 하지 못한 채 사라져 아스라이 비친 손길은 날 이끄네. 몰아치는 폭풍에 잠긴 두 개의 세계 모두 비명과 함께 사라져 아무도 없는 빛 속에 난 잠드네. 어둠에 잠긴 눈동자 흐트러진 기억은 사라지네. 차갑게 젖은 두 눈엔 따스하게 빛나는 세계.
Hi everyone and welcome to the update 7.5. Are you excited? So for some reason the game puts me back in Belislan instead of Galgmaros, even though I locked out in Galgmaros and binded. And it's just going to return me here, so I guess before we get there we'll have to teleport. As you can see, unused items will be deleted and you will get the generous amount of 4 Kina
어디로 가시나요? 조심하세요.
So 7.5 is a pretty big patch. So there's a lot to cover, and I'm not gonna cover everything in depth because, well, it's a first patch for me as well. So during this week I will be playing a lot, and hopefully I will be able to give you more in-depth information about the PvE gear and the PvP gear and how you can obtain them, because the guides that I have on my channel right now are for 7.0, and right now they are not updated anymore to yeah, to where you need to get your PvE gear now. So luckily they didn't change that, otherwise I had to find out how to get to Gallic models. Ah, it's so painful to see that I'm a rank 1 now. Oh, that lag spike. Yeah, I'm sorry if it's laggy. It's because I have 20 FPS, 13 FPS, so we'll just have to let my computer get used to this. Look at all these rank 1s. So let's get started. So in 7.5, the biggest change, of course, is that they changed the end map. So now the end map is Gallic Maros. If you want to get to Dumaha and Lacrum and Red Catalam, you will need the hourglass right over here at the top of your screen. And then you will be able to go to these other regions. And you can find the rifts over the teleporter in Gallic Maros, as you can see here. And we are able to go to Red Catalam now and to Lacrum. So you can find the NPCs for the level, the fame level over here. No, that's the armor. I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, so the fame system is over here. So you can check your fame system if you see your map at the bottom, or if you have a different UI over here. You see these little wings, and if you click on that, you can see that you have what your fame is, field glory level, so they did change it again. So every time that you are in a certain zone, so for instance we're now in Gallic Maros, if I should start questing here, or if I start, you know, killing mobs, using items, killing Elias, my fame level will go up. So that's that. And if your fame level reaches a certain height, then you can buy all these different things that we have over here.
무슨 일이시여?
So as you can see, if you have level 1, you can buy a bundle of PvP enchantment stone, ancient or legendary, with a limit of 2, and so on. Rita, you said something about Dumaha? Do you mean like the rifts? Because the rift will appear here for Dumaha, but it's not yet up. I think if you talk to this NPC, he will tell you when it's open. Yeah, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Yeah, bots will have max fame level. Yeah, so Rita, the portal will also be here, but it's not up yet because it's Tuesday and Dumaha is only on Wednesday. If you talk to the information officers dispatched to Lacrum, Red Catalam, or Dumaha, they will tell you when the ports open, the rifts open. So I'm gonna check out the logbook for a minute because that changed as well. Why is everyone getting the ultimate starlights? Like, what the hell? Why am I not getting it? So, this is actually not that different from NA. Apparently there's an event for Stormwing. Huh? You can get 10,000 glory points? The fuck? Is it the same as here? No, that's honor points. Oh, that's confusing because in NA glory points are honor points, so I'm a bit confused here. Are those glory points? I think those are for the fame level? Does look like it. Clerics got the HP out of their gear? No, I don't think so. That would be... No, I still have my heal boost. Let me check my PvE. No, it's the same. Huh. I thought the ultimate did have... Weird. No, I don't see any reward for honor points. A-links. Which is pretty weird because I really thought we would get something. Let me check mail anyways, maybe it's glitched or something. My FPS is so low, like what the hell, man. Right, I am blind. Where was the mailbox again in Gallic models? Because I thought it was like right here. Hi Cyberpunk girl, thank you for watching. In search of the mailbox. I really thought it was in front of the soul healer. Maybe I'm just blind. See, I am blind. Yeah, so I didn't get any rewards that I can see. We do have some new campaign quests, and LIVESTREAM quests should have been updated as well.
무슨 일이신가요? 무슨 일이신가요?
Yeah, I'm gonna bet you, A-Links, like right now I haven't opened the morph, but it's gonna be empty except for Label Soul. Watch the magic. There. Read it and weep, because I am weeping. Bye bye PvP stones. Okay, so another feature in 7.5, as you saw when I opened up my personal info, my profile, you can see that we have audience and runes. Audience and runes are skills. Well, you get them in your accessories and your feather and wings and everything. And they give skills, but I will make an in-depth video explaining that once I got a hang of it, of the new patch. I'm not gonna give too much info on that right now, because as I said, it's pretty new for me as well. So let's see what Luckbug gives us. So the weekly reward gives us a transformation contract, which is the usual deal. And here we get 5 to 10 legendary fragments, so you can have a legendary contract every 4 weeks. Did they change it? How many you need? I don't know, I'll have to check. We have like 16 hours to complete a weekly. Maybe I can. 200 PvP battles, that's nothing. It looks like you have more quests also in the weekly to complete. And for the daily, 5 to 10, a Luckbug minion chest, a gold ingot, and a Stormwing development medal. I'm just reading the chat. Let me see. Do you, Lilithia, do you think all this returning to Galgmaros nostalgia and NCSoft trying to recycling its old content? Or do you think the new patch should bring totally new maps and regions? I think that's a very good question. I find it very difficult to answer that one, mainly because I knew that Galgmaros was an end map in Aion 2.0, I believe. And maybe 3.0, I'm not sure. So I think maybe a lot of players will experience nostalgia, but for me it doesn't, because I never really did it, and when I was leveling I really hated this map. And I especially hated Telok Solo with a passion. I hated that instance for some reason. Do I think if a new patch should bring totally new maps and regions? Well, it would be nice to have new maps and regions, but sometimes I don't think you should. If you have a good thing going, you shouldn't always change it. You can always upgrade it and, you know, introduce it in different ways. Because I remember when they changed Vengar or Enchar, and that was a replacement for Catalam and Danaria and Sarpan, and a lot of people didn't like that. So yeah, I don't know. I have like I don't really have an opinion on it because I just go with the flow. But I think maybe a balance would be nice, you know? Like, I don't mind recycling old content, but maybe also introduce new things. Yeah, maybe that's, yeah, I think that's a good explanation of my opinion. Aliens, I know you said it's 8 weeks for the transformation contract. But maybe they change it because you can have 5 to 10 now. But I don't know if you still need 2 of those breaths and if they're still in the shop. Let's take a look. Yeah, they're still in the shop. You probably still need 2. Yeah, here it says combine 2 with 40 times. So you still have to wait 8 weeks. GG. Let's see what's in those boxes, because you know what? A question mark always, you know, I'm a gambler. So I need to know what's in it. There you go, 2 out of 8 already. Oh, I couldn't, I can't even click on the boxes, are you real? So I got 3 Titan coins, great. Let's open my transformation contract. Whoop whoop. And maybe bind as well, that I don't end up in Bellislan again. Yeah, I was thinking about showing the instances, but I'll do it in a second because I have a little plan to do my stream, you know, so I don't lose focus. So let's see here. So the morphing, I was actually thinking about magical crafting as well, if they changed that. Nope, still the fucking same. Right, so in Gallic, okay, this is, I don't know, it's not confirmed by when I was watching the stream of Gameforge. They didn't really answer my question about the hidden mobs in Gallic, because they were like, oh, I don't know if we should tell you. So in the North American servers, there are hidden mobs all over Gallic, and they drop ultimate selectable mana stones, which is it's something that I would like. So let's change stigmas and go have a look around the map, and I will show the instances here as well.
필요한 게 있으면 얘기하세요.
Alright, they also made this skill change for clerics, that my favorite heal is now 12 seconds cooldown. Is it though? It's not. I'm happy. Okay, I'm already satisfied. Maybe they forgot. Everybody shh. So I do have the locations of the hidden mobs in NA, but I don't want to check my Discord at this moment, so we'll just have to go on my memory. So the new instances. Let's see. So here is my favorite instance, Talox Hollow. By the looks of it, it's for leveling, so 76 to 79. So I'm glad I don't have to do that. I know that this one... Oh. That's weird. Ah, is it here? Yeah. So I saw that on the NA server as well. The stupid rift. The lower Udas temple is for one person and entry level 78 plus, so it's basically the replacement for Narakali. So I will be doing that one soon just to check it out. Especially if it's for one person and 78 plus, I should not have any troubles with it. As you can see, the Endgame Dungeons, Stella Developments, and Prometun and Makarna are all at Gallic defense base, and you can normally just teleport there, so it shouldn't be any problem. I know they removed Prometun's workshop easy, but it's called normal here. I thought they would keep the difficult one and got rid of the normal one, and Makarna that they would make it a hard one, but they kept it normal as well. Okay. Then over here we have Esoteras. Ah, that's the replacement for Holy Tower. And Senecta, okay. And they also updated Beninurg, so the easy mode is now for 6 people and the normal mode for 12, so those are major changes. I also know in Dumaha and in Lacrum, you should have only Herer in mind, but I don't see it. Maybe I have to go there to actually see it. And in Dumaha there should be, yeah, Stella Private Stadium. I have seen a video about this from an NA person and they it's a Legion run, I believe, and you just have to kill a mob in a certain time, and if you have S rank you will get Odeon or Rune fragments. In NA it was called Gemstones and I forgot which one it was, but it's Odeon or runes that you get. Oh, I wasn't aware, Cybergirl, about the new videos. Yeah, I will have to check them out later. Oh, there's a mob. Of course. So let's see. So yeah, sieges obviously have changed as well. Because, you know, Lacrum and Dumaha are no longer sieges, so now we have the Gallic, the Ingison sieges, and then there should also be a siege in Red Catalam South, and should be 2. Yeah, they added 1. Also, on the Gallic map there are garrisons, as you can see over here, and they give you the Titan coins that you need for the PvE gear. But like I said in the beginning of the stream, I will make more in-depth guides on how to gear up your PvE, especially if you're under-geared and you want to start gearing up. I'm gonna say how you should, in which order you have to go. I'm glad I'm not the only one who hated Talok Hollow. I really thought it was just me. Okay, there is one thing that I definitely want to check, and that's mainly for Kina, because I'm a Kina whore. And this lag, man. I just want to check what the prices are if you buy the ultimate weapon from the Genesis crystals, how much it sells for, how many fragments it gives, and see which one is more profitable to buy. Which weekly camps, Cyberpunk? Do you mean the garrisons in Lacrum or...?
Shiroban.
So many people, I feel crowded. Okay, let's take a look. So this is the maze that you can buy from the Genesis crystals. I'm in my PvE. Let's switch to PvP. So it has the same stats as the Catalan one. Okay, so as you can see here, the stats for the I have the intense Catalan weapon, and this is the left one is the one that you can buy from Genesis crystals. And as you can see, at the PvP attack and the PvP defense is both 66, while the intense Catalan has 77, which is more than you know. So the order of PvP gear should be this Genesis crystal gear, the Lacrum Scout ultimate gear, then intense battle, and then at first place best gear Silent Black Feather. But I don't have that mace to show you. Welcome Amy, don't worry about being late. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat. There is a bit of a delay on the stream and I have to switch screens to see the chat, but I'll do my best to answer as quickly as I can. So, about this Lacrum Scout, why did I buy it? I actually want to see how much it sells for. You know, it's, how many crystals was it? 800, I believe. So I'm gonna see how much Kina I will get from them and then, you know, compare with the ancient one. Yeah, it's not profitable at all. You're better to buy the ancient ones and sell them and not waste your Kina, because unless they change the prices for the ancient maces, let me check.
일단 구경해봐. Shiroban.
Yeah, it was 800. Yeah, I don't know how they are going to distract the fame. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot, I think, Sunday evening and then one on Monday and then compare and see what happens. Look at that, guys. So the ancient maze where you give 157 crystals is almost 2 million, and then the ultimate one where you give 4 times as much, a bit more, 4.5 times more, is only 1 million more. So I'd rather just break this one. Jesus. Let's see how much it gives. 100. Okay, so that's a bit better. So I think if you need the fragments of the fighting spirit, buy the ultimate gear and break it, the Genesis crystal one, and if you want Kina, buy the ancient ones and sell those. If you have enough Genesis crystals and you're fully geared, of course. Because the ancient ones only give like 6 fragments. There you go, 95. That's nice, that's pretty nice. Okay,
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
Alright, oh, they changed the quest thingy. It's wider. So I'm just checking if we still get like the ultimate PvP gear. Because here it says ultimate PvP. Oh, I forgot to complete that one. So if you're a new player, then talking for the Windstream quest is the best, because then you will get legendary gear. Is this new? Yeah, if you also want to check the item manual, you will see what I said is correct. So the best gear is still Cylon Black Feather, then the Red Catalam, the crafted PvP weapon, the proc, the noble one, and then the Genesis Crystal one. But I wonder, this Libya's ultimate accessories, let's take a little look over here. Ah, so these are the new PvP. Oh, it's not the PvP one. Huh. Yes, those are the new Windstream quests. Are these the accessories or the gear that you meant, Rita, about where they don't have healing boosts? Because I know that the new gear, like these accessories, they don't have any healing stuff on them. You can have HP and that's it. But I was checking Libya's accessories. Weird. Maybe it's PvE gear. Yeah, I can't find it. I know on NA you can get the PvP gear again. No, Rita, the crafted one is the second best. The best one in PvE is the ultimate Dumaha skill shield or the ultimate Katalam skill shield. Yeah, I thought about the accessories that they will add them later or something. I don't know. Libya, where is she? Let's do some of the midstream quests because I really want to see the that accessory. Yeah, Cyberpunk, about the PvE and PvP stats, they did announce that they would introduce new gear that don't have these stats, so you can use them both for PvE and PvP. And if you want to enchant them, they also have different stones. That's something that I also want to talk about a bit when I'm gonna make the video on gear, where you can get those stones and what you need to do for them. Now I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, the quest. And also about the campaign quests. I think there's a campaign quest over here because I saw it on my map. Yeah, at the crossroads. That's recycled. That's so recycled. No, no, it's sending me to Talok's Guardian. If he says I have to go to Talok, I am going. I swear to God, I don't want to do that. Ah, ah. Oh no, I don't want to go to Talok. Rita, I would still make it, that shield. If you have the materials and you can make it, it's the second best one. And to get the ultimate Dumaha or ultimate Katalam shield is really difficult. So yeah, craft shield, please. Because it's really good. If you plus 15 it, it's gonna be awesome. It's funny, it gave me the title to the Overcomer of Suffering, and I haven't been in Talok's Hollow yet. Oh, and it's the stats are. Oh, I just didn't complete that campaign quest. Maybe that's the reason. Whoops. I don't know about new skins yet. And Cyberpunk Girl, about the audience and the runes, I said it earlier in the stream. I will make a separate video on them because I have watched some videos on them, but I haven't played the early access server. And from what I have gathered, it's not clear yet for me, in my opinion. And you know, when I make videos, I try to be as clear as I can be, and right now I feel like I don't have enough information, or I don't understand the concept yet well enough to, you know, give a clear explanation. Okay, let's talk to Talok's guardian. You know, it would be so funny that the game says that I have to do it, and then it says you cannot enter because you're level 80. It would be so typical. Oh, thank God. So glad he didn't say, go into Talok's Hollow and defeat Celestius. Oh, Rita, I do not hate Talok's Hollow because it's hard or anything. I just hate it, you know, like, you can just hate something. Yeah, it's sending me all over the map. Oh, there's another quest over there. Oh, they changed it. You used to be able to instant travel. Well, this is the first time that I'm playing, actually, Cyberpunk, so there is so much new things to discover, and I feel like I don't have time to do them all in this stream, so I can't tell yet which one I liked the best. Knowing myself, I will probably like the fact that they made Lacrum and Dumaha more PvP oriented, but that will all be dependable on how that PvP is going to establish itself. You know, like if it's only Zergin, then I will not like it. But if it is a bit like Red Catalan was in the beginning, you know, where you had occasional PvP and, you know, where it was actually fun to play around, then yeah, I will probably love that part. The Chaotic Veil, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, because on the stream they said that they are gonna they're trying to make the players equal by removing their gear, but then they said that stigmas and Divanian skills will not be removed because they're part of the character and they cannot adjust for that, which is, I don't know, it sounds a bit like an excuse, because I think you can perfectly eliminate stigmas and Divanian skills from a character if you're able to remove their gear, but that's a whole different subject. But because a lot of people got plus 15 skills and improved skills and all of that jazz, I think for me personally it will be very frustrating, since I still need one stigma to plus 9. Wow, I do like no damage. What is this? Do I need to like... What is this? Look at that, no damage. Do I need like a special thing to kill it, or like physical? Venkar is removed from the patch. Because if you see on the map here, you will see that Venkar is no longer here. It used to be here, I think? No, that was Kaldor. See, I don't even know where Venkar was anyway. Look at me doing no damage to a small loot animal.
대상이 너무 멀리 있습니다.
This is great. I'll figure that out later. Okay, I thought it was me. I thought I did no damage to these mobs whatsoever. Oh, they drop Titan coin fragments. Great. Ah, thank you, Cyberpunk girl. I thought it would be something like that, because I was like, there is no fucking way that I cannot do this. Okay, let's take a look. So we can do lower Udas now. Yes. Where was it again? Okay, so to be honest, I just read in the chat that the lower Udas temple gives actually quite a bit of experience, so I'm just gonna use my experience extractor right here so that I can have full experience. Hello Hades. No, the early access server will not be joined with this server because they want to keep it a separate server with its own cash shop and everything, so they will not be joined. So, I don't know if they changed where the entrance is. I ran past it? Yep, I did. We're just gonna lure all the mobs because that's how I play. Rent the space? I don't know what you mean with that, but they removed the Beshmundir temple. Ah, seriously? So I don't need to complete the instance for, eh. I don't know how strong these mobs are, but I don't really think they're gonna be hard, so that's why I'm rushing through it. And if they're hard, then we'll die, you know, that happens. Oh, it's basically, you know, like the campaign quest that you used to do. I think I missed a quest or something.
받지 않습니다.
Oh, Cyberpunk, I am aware of that. I have been gathering my experience insignias since I started. And I know as well that here in the Lower Udas Temple you can get a lot of experience. So, yeah. I'm just rushing through it because... What? How dare you? Because I think I missed a quest or something, so... They are so easy. Because as you can see, I'm not getting that much of experience just by killing the mobs. I think I need a quest.
대상이 너무 멀리 있습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 대상이 너무 멀리 있습니다.
거신력의 비밀을 담았느냐.
잘못된 대상입니다.
책임을 다하지 못한 종을 용서하십시오.
Okay, let's continue our Windstream quest. No, I don't have S rank minion. Here, I'll show you. It's not S rank, it's A rank. I don't have an S class, only A. The honor quest. Oh, yeah, I see it now. I got 9. Oh, great. That's great. Gold ingots. Oh, look, and you can buy 2 transformation contracts now. Oh, lucky. Yeah, didn't change that much. So let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm like a bit all over the place. Like I said, this is also new for me.
요새 정착이 어렵지 않습니다.
내게 볼 일이라도 그만 가보게.
원하는 것은요?
Yeah, I can duo Stella easy as well. All my stigmas are over +9 except for 1. So, and I'm having real trouble with that one. I think I threw 20 stones at it and it's still not +9 and I'm getting a bit annoyed. But yeah, it's still 1 more to go. And I'm only talking about my healing boost stigmas, you know, like my benevolence and my ripple of purification, that stuff, because I don't really focus on my DPS stigmas, because I am still mainly a healing cleric. So I'm gonna go to the third garrison over here, grab the quest and then teleport to that one if it doesn't change. You know, I'm such a nice player because I follow the road on my map and not, you know, I think it's up instead of down where it should be, the camp over here. You know, I've been stuck on these bridges for so many times, that's why I'm always jumping over them. And I'm pretty sure they didn't fix that. I should have bought those bombs, god damn it. Yeah, I was wrong. I could have just ran over here. Smart, smart.
히라우바난
I thought you could teleport towards that one. I was wrong. Yeah, I usually play with friends too, Cyberpunk. But I'm solo now because they all know that I am streaming. And that is also why you don't see me completing those quests, because they're pretty straightforward. And I'm also, you know, going to give more information about why you should do them, stuff like that, in the next upcoming videos that I will be making about 7.5. So yeah, I will be running those with Legion friends because I think as it's gonna be easier and faster to just do it like that. I swear to God, he's gonna send me to the third one. I just came from there. See? I knew it. Ah, it's siege tonight. 9 o'clock.
보상이 없습니다.
히라우 바난.
I know. Wasn't there like a wind stream to get to the Dragon Rest? Yeah, about the lag spikes. So when I am in Gallic here on the EU servers, I did have a couple of lag spikes where, you know, my FPS, it just drops to 10, 20, and I had it earlier, but I usually have lag spikes when I log into the game. And I see that, you know, it's a bit the same as with Stelucia in 7.3. So it feels kind of normal for me to have it like that. When I was playing on NA, I didn't really play. I was on NA to, you know, prepare for my stream and make sure that I know everything that is going to change, or to at least where that was an Ellie. I was not paying attention. Or at least, damn, I lost my train of thought. So I was saying that I was playing on NA just to see what was changed, because I think on NA a lot of things are differently than here, but I still wanted to be a bit prepared for the stream, so that's why I checked on there. And my lag there, I remember logging in a couple of weeks ago just to check 7.5, and now it's actually a lot better, and I still have lag spikes, but a lot less than they were before, where I even thought, wow, they fixed it or something. But as you can see here, I'm not having a lot of trouble. My FPS is pretty okay. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. And I'm not rubber banding, because I think, to be honest, I actually rather have lag spikes than rubber banding, because I hate rubber banding.
안녕하십니까? 안녕하십니까?
See, as you can see, I'm back in Gallic and my FPS went from 25 to 30, 50, and then probably going down again as soon as I move. But it's a bit the same as it was in Stelucia for me. It looks like it's gonna be a lot easier to get your daily logbook. Oh, search in Red Catalog for lost logbook. Oh, God damn it. Oh, you need 30 PvP battles instead of 10 now? And you need to enchant 5 times, because, you know, they made it so much easier to get enchantment stones, you know, not... Yeah, I don't use any ping reduction because I don't really mind. Plus, I don't have money. Just gonna be honest here. I don't have money to pay for ping reduction. And I know everybody starts and says to me like, oh, but it's 30 days free. And I'm like, yeah, it's 30 days free. And what then? Then I'm used to not having ping and have to go back to my barbaric ways, or I'll have to pay, you know, like €5 a month. And to be honest, I don't want to spend that money. Again, I forgot to buy the bombs. Can't I just buy the bombs here? Godverdomme. You see, I'm a pro player. I definitely know what I'm doing.
잘못된 대상입니다. Hi, A-Links. Oh, you're asking me a very personal question here, Cyberpunk. Because you know what? I actually started playing Aeon, I think around 4.6. So I never knew how 3.5 was or the times before that. Well, to be honest, no, wait, let me just start over. So I actually installed Aeon, downloaded it, installed it somewhere in 2013, but I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't know we were in number updates X.X. I didn't know that at all. And I actually wanted to play with a friend of mine, a girlfriend, and although I was more inclined to play Asmodeus, she was like, no, let's play Ilias because they look so pretty. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong if you play Ilias, but that was her incentive to play Ilias. And I was like, yeah, sure. And I made a ranger because I used to have a hunter on World of Warcraft. And I didn't like ranger at all. I thought it was very slow. And I didn't have a pet. And it was mainly because I didn't have the pet. I was a bit, you know, disappointed. So I went on and off on the game. But then a year later, I decided to give it another chance. Because I read that if Ilias side is not for you, maybe you should try Asmodean. And in my head, I was like, what's the difference? You know, like how is it gonna be different? But for some weird reason, Asmodean just really appealed to me, and it became so much easier for me to level. And that's when I made a Songweaver. And I think Songweavers were introduced in 4.6. So that's why I'm saying I think that was around 4.6. So I made a Songweaver and I leveled her. And that took me quite some time because I was working and studying at the same time. So I didn't have a lot of time to play, and I was just playing the game, having some fun with it, leveling here and there, and trying to get into the world, and figuring stuff out. And then by the time I was 60, I joined the Legion. That was on NA, and I think it was Limitless that I was in. And they were very, they were friendly, definitely, but they were very end game focused, in my opinion, back then, because for me, I didn't know what the game was. It was not clear to me that Endgame was, the game. So I made the Songweaver, and then I finally, actually the moment I got my Songweaver to level 65, they changed Katalam and Sarpan, and it became Enchar. And I was like, oh, damn it. I actually wanted to play in Catalan because everybody was talking about how fun it was to play in Catalan, and, flipping the camps and, getting your gear. And I was like, oh, I'm finally gonna get my gear and, stuff like that. Then, Enchar was there, and I got ganked a lot by Ilias. And it became, I don't know, because I was not geared and I had no idea how to gear, because there were no YouTube tutorials back then, or at least not that I knew of, and I was looking online and be like, oh, how can I get better at the game? Because I have always been a bit like that. I've always been this person that tries to be better and tries to learn, and because for me that is the fun part, to learn more and to become better and better. So I was looking online, and you had the forums, but they were talking about stats, and I was like, what is this? I have no idea what's happening, and that actually made me turn away from the game. But then they announced Aion 5.0, and I went back on my Songweaver, and I remember stepping out of Norsefold, try to hit a mob with a Songweaver, I kid you not, with a Songweaver, and I did no damage, and I was like, what is this? So I decided to make a whole new character, which was a cleric. And the moment I started playing cleric, I was like, this is the class for me. I love this. So for me, 5.0 was my golden time, because I figured out the class that I wanted to play. And that's when I really started getting into the legions. I met some really good friends online, and we still have contact, even though I don't play on NA anymore, but we're still talking. And it was so nice to get into a legion and to gear up together and to play together, and then rift and go to the other side and do the camps there, and I just really loved everything about it, because we were gearing up for PvP, for PvE, and we were helping each other, and it just felt very, very nice. And then 5.7 happened, which was a really great patch in comparison to 5.0 and 5.5. Really liked 5.7. 6.0 came around, and that's when everybody quit playing. Also, for me, it was very difficult to play on NA because the timings of the siege were at 4 or 5 a.m. for me, which was not doable. So everybody quit, and I had nobody to play with. So I decided after a year that, okay, I'm gonna go to EU. So in August 2019, I made Lilithia, and I told my boyfriend, Drooler in the game, I told him, you know what? I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, because I remember being a beginning player, and I know I remember how frustrating I found it to have no information at all. And yeah, right now you have a lot of information. I mean, there are so many good YouTube channels out there, you know, like Society of Gaming, H.lo, back in the time, Saivo. They were all really good channels to give information. But I felt, you know, like I missed something, and that is what I'm hoping to provide. So I feel like my golden time was somewhere 5.0, and then now it's another golden time. I don't know. So I'm sorry, I have been totally talking and answering your question. I have a painter. I do have a painter, and I do like it. I'm not in love with it. I can't explain it. You know what it is. Once you find your class in Aeon, I think it's really weird. It's like this connection. Yeah, no, that's silly. You know, but it's you just feel like at ease. Like you can put me in my cleric, and I know perfectly what I'm doing. I'm not gonna say I'm a super pro player. I'm definitely not. Claiming that I'm like the best cleric out there or something. I will never say that. It's more like I know what my skills do. I know what I'm doing. Even though things change and they remove skills and give you skills back, it's just, you know, it feels like a second coat, you know. I'm so, if I play on a painter, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's fun to have a lot of damage, but it just feels like, you know, it just is not me, you know? Yeah, the Kina nerf in 6.0. Oh, I was so pissed. And they were like, yeah, we're gonna exchange your Kina with gold ingots. And I was like, I can't do nothing with this. What am I going to do with these gold ingots? Nothing. I need Kina. So yeah, I really, really didn't like it. Because, and they were like, saying stuff like, oh, 6.0 is gonna be a turnover for the game. It's gonna feel like a whole new game. And yeah, it did. It felt like I had a whole new character, which was not the way I wanted to feel, you know. So yeah, it was difficult. And then, you know, we went to EU anyway, so I had a new character anyway. And I mean, if you saw my videos from the start, you can definitely see how my character has grown over the months. So, you know, I really started playing in September. I made the character in August, and then we were on a holiday for a week in Greece. And then I went back in the game and we leveled our characters, became level 80, and that's, you know, how everything started. And everything you see on my channel is genuine. Like I really started with this character that you see over here, and in December somewhere I quit due to personal reasons. Nothing serious, definitely not, but I just felt like I needed a bit of a break, and then in March I decided to come back, and yeah, now I'm here. But okay, less talking, more playing. Let's see what else I can do. Is there do you guys have any specific questions about this patch? Because like I said, I can't go in too much detail, but you know, stuff that I know, or I can maybe already clarify, or maybe say that I will make a video about it, because I do have a lot of stuff now that I can go over, so it's definitely coming. I just need some time. Let's finish that Windstream quest, because
That's what I was doing.
안녕하세요.
Great, I got a legendary feather. Whoop whoop. You know, with a new patch, I'm always a bit disoriented, you know, like I'm so used, like in 7.2 and 7.3, it was so easy, you know, like you logged in and you knew, even before you were in the game, I have this, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do my Genesis crystals, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and now it's like it's new patch, and I'm like, oh, what should I do now? So it's always a bit disorienting for me. Oh, thank you. It's so nice. And yeah, Rita, once you go cleric, you cannot go back. It's so true. I got my first taste of healing when I was in my Songweaver because that was a funny thing. I had this cleric on NA and he wanted to go in DPS and he was like, yeah, you go heal. And we would run instances together constantly. It was so weird because people were like, cleric, heal. And he was like, no, the Songweaver is a healer. And I was like, maybe I should just make a healing cleric. Okay, now we need to find a large prey. Hopefully we find it on the way. Ah, there he is.
왠지 몹시 피곤한 날이 딱 있냐?
Yeah, I told you, the Pandora quests, they're really... Ah, I hated them so much. It was so grindy. Man, no, it's no. I don't mind grinding, but that, no. No, just no.
So you play a Chanter Cyberpunk? Drew, my boyfriend, he also plays a Chanter. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't read the chat for a while. Let's see here. Hi Amy. After coming back, I'm playing Cleric for the first time. Really like it, but I wish I had more chances to practice healing in groups. As I leveled it, it was pretty much solo. Although, yeah, that's true. They changed that. That's actually it used to be what trying to find my words here. It used to be more focused on groups before 6.0. Actually, what they did now... Wait, let me just first get my cubes, because I don't know how long I can stay here. Oh, which one? Which one? Oh. So yeah, as I was saying, it used to be a lot more group focus, you know, like you had Fire Temple in the earlier days, which was like the first real group instance in my opinion, and then, you know, you would do more and more group instances and learn how to play your class during the leveling. And now they made the leveling so fast and so fast paced that there really is no need for you to wait on groups and you know, learn your class while you're, you know, leveling up. And the reason for that is that they wanted you to have a level 80 character, and that you actually learn how to play with it while you're in endgame, which in my opinion seems a bit weird. That's a weird choice. I think you should learn how to play your class during the leveling. I think it was nice the way it was, but you know, changes are made. It's what it is. So yeah, I know it's very hard, and actually you don't really get that much healing experience even when you become 80, especially in 7.2, where you still had Narakali and Holy Tower, because Narakali was a solo dungeon, so you're not really practicing your heals there. And Holy Tower, as soon as you become, you know, legendary geared, you don't really need to heal there anymore. So the only heal that you would get is in Prometun and Makarna. And Makarna as a beginning healer is hell. That's pure hell. I mean, if you never healed before and you do Makarna, you know, the Makarna from 7.2, man, I mean, if I was a cleric and I was a beginner, I would have quit right there on the spot. I would be like, nope. I would have noped out there. So, and I don't know how it is now. It seems like they made the instances, you know, like the Lower Udas Temple. It's the same principle. You go into a solo dungeon and where was it again here? And Esoterus, you know, it's probably you probably don't even need to heal there. It's probably gonna be like Holy Tower, where you just need to know the mechanisms or the mechanics of the bosses and know how to get through everything before, you know, you go onto the higher level dungeons, you know, like Stella and Makarna and Prometun. Rita, your question about is there any points? Oh, and I see Kim also asked what a cubic dungeon is for. So the cubic dungeon actually gives you cubes, as you can see here, and I chose Makarna, and it gives additional damage. But as you can see, and I think this is important for you, Rita, because you also play a cleric, the damage reduction is how higher this is, the damage reduction is the damage reduction that you receive. You understand? So let's say Makarna, or you know, this one, the Raging Magma or the Heat Protector, let's say they would hit you for 1,000. If you have damage reduction of 1% instead of 1,000, they will hit you now for 99. You know, like, or I don't know percentages, but you know, it's gonna go down. So damage reduction is actually a very good feature. But I got the additional damage, which, oh no, here is the damage reduction. Yeah, I got 2 damage, additional damage and 1 damage reduction here, as you can see. So I need 6 more, and then I will have damage reduction plus 1%. So that is important for so that the damage that the mob does on you is gonna be reduced, and the damage that you do to the mob is
increased. So, and the cubic dungeon gives you, it were 6, but now there were 8 options of bosses that you can choose from. So it's usually the bosses from the more difficult instances, you know, Makarna of Bitterness. Let me open my cube again so I'll show you. Where is my cube? I'm so used to pressing my cube here. Oh, over here. So as you can see, you can choose which boss it is. So Mortasha from Ara Infernalia, SFR 07 from Beninurk, the mob leader from Stella, the Raging Yarkan from Prometun, the Raging Prometun, you know, the Jotun, the Tarukan, and then Priga herself, where you can, you know, you can just choose which mob you want, where and you can focus on that. So right now I took the Makarna one because I think we're gonna try the Makarna one soon. Yeah, they like to nerf things, I know. Except for painters. They say painters get nerfed. I don't believe it. They always say it. They said in 7.2 it would get nerfed too, and it was not true. Okay, so actually what I wanted to do was I wanted to check out this ultimate accessory chest. So we're just gonna go back to Gallic fortress and go to the hidden Minionite warehouse, which is actually pretty relevant because I made a video about that a couple of weeks ago. So I wonder if it's still the same. Probably is. So let's go find her. Who did they say I needed to talk to? I forgot already. Mashaka. So useful that she doesn't have a quest marker above her.
Yeah, you have to go random. You'll get 4 boxes. I mean, that's always better than 3. And it's pretty easy to get them. Okay, let's go complete our quest.
안녕하세요.
Didn't. Oh man, I'm pretty sure it's PvE gear though. Because I'm doing all the PvE stuff. So I feel like this one, Libya's Ultimate, no. It's all gonna be... Yeah, it's all gonna be PvE. Yeah, talking about some Kina, I need to sell stuff. So in about 7 minutes, I'm gonna take a brief break and of 10 or 15 minutes so I can eat something, and then I will continue the stream in 7 minutes. So don't worry about it. So if you guys want a break, you can go to the bathroom and you know whatnot. Oh, okay, so the gear that you get from the Windstream is actually not PvE or PvP oriented. Okay, that explains why I was so confused because I forgot it's not PvP or PvE um, based. Okay, so cool. Oh, thank you, Cyberpunk. Let's see, where is he? That's not him. Come on, talk.
물건 많이 있습니다. 어서오세요.
Yeah, as you can see, I can't talk to the NPC. What? I think I'm gonna get disconnected. Yeah, I bought the bomb on the gold sand shop, but I want to see what Magata has, and I can't even talk to him. Look at that. Look, hear me trying to talk to him. Fantastic. No, he doesn't want to talk to me. He must be angry for some reason. See, I did almost nothing in Gallic models, as you can tell. I only had 0.17%. Oh well, it's okay. I'll just sell my stuff to another NPC.
물건 많이 있습니다.
Enter Esoterras. Okay. I will do that another time with friends. So let's see here. There is a quest in the Gallic defense base. I know there used to be an NPC or a teleport that teleports you directly into the base, but it seems like that's no longer the case. So it looks like I'll have to fly and then walk. Oh, okay, so you can teleport to the garrisons. Whoops. No, hi, Kakao. Actually, it's more profitable to sell directly to the NPC than from your cube, and I will show you, actually. Let's see if I can buy something. Everything I have in my cube is worth 1 key now.
용건만 간다면
I have 4 Titan coins. What can I buy? Nothing? Nothing. Well, anyways, like I said, it's more profitable to sell to the NPC instead of going from your cube directly, because for instance, with the Narakali gear, you would have like 600,000 for a weapon, and if you sell to the NPC directly, it's almost 2 million. So it's really important. So, okay guys, I am going to take a small break from here on, and I will be back in 15 minutes. So at 6:15 server time, game server time, I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm reading the chat again. Um, so I'm reading the chat, and Kakao, I see that you said something. Wait, I'm trying to find it. Because I play on NA servers, it gives 2 times more Kina if you sell from your cube than to the NPC. Yeah, that could be. We're playing on the EU servers, and on the EU servers, it's the other way around. I don't know for sure how it is on the NA servers because I didn't test that. So you could be right, definitely. But on EU servers, it is that if you sell it to the NPC, it's 2 times more than from your cube. Mustafa, yes, the patch is now available. And the gigabyte download, it's 70 for NA and 2.8 for EU. In NA for Rita, it was 8, so yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I downloaded it a couple of weeks ago, so also, somebody just told me that it's possible now to make transformation contracts, which is awesome if I knew what the maths were. So there's a Rune Finest Baloria coin. You probably get them somewhere. And super transfer. Okay, so you need these first, and you need those 40. Let's take a look. So I'm just trying to find the maths for the super transformation contracts. Hello Christoph, welcome to the stream. Oh, you can apparently, if you have level 8 in Lacrum for fame, you can get a box of legendary fragments of memory, and I believe it's the same as you get for the weekly. Yeah, it's the same ones. I feel like with these rewards, with the rune, I feel like it's something that you can either get from drops, maybe the logbook. Okay guys, my game just crashed. I'm sorry, I will have to restart it. Just give me a second. Hello, Simonas. More powerful enemies and better loot can now be found on the battlefields of Ingeson and Gallic, promising many more engaging battles. Thought drops are removed. Yeah, they removed the drops in Lacrum and Dumaha, and I think some on the stream of Gameforge they said that they might give it back in Gallic, but I don't know if it's confirmed yet, and I haven't read the patch notes yet. So yeah, my game crashed, so I'm just logging back in, so give me just a couple of minutes. Yeah, I was trying to talk to an NPC, Christoph, and the problem is that some of the NPCs, they do not want to talk to me. But we'll see, with the game restarting, maybe I can now. And now we can fight or meet in Lacrim doing garrisons in 50 people. Yeah, it's gonna be fun server-wide. It's gonna be Catalan all over again. Although maybe it's gonna be less crowded because we have now 3 maps. Okay, Lacrim, I don't remember, I don't know it out of the top of my head, but I think Lacram is on certain days, and then you have Dumaha on certain days, and then you still have Red Catalam, so I think it will be more divided. Oh, okay, hi Motor. Okay, I have a long load, so it's gonna take a couple of minutes. Okay, we're back. Let's hope the game doesn't crash on me again. Let's see if I can talk to that one NPC again now. No, he does not want to talk to me. Oh, this one also doesn't want to talk to me. And that one also. Great.
안녕하세요. 잘 가요. 안녕하세요. 좋은 하루 보내세요.
So it could be with the magical crafting that one of the NPCs sells it for the transformation contracts, but I can't tell because, you know, I can't talk to the NPCs. Okay, so I'm gonna change my stigmas again. I'm gonna go in hybrid, so to do Esoterus. You know what? I'm just gonna go in DPS. It's gonna be fine. So I never done Esoterus, not even back in the days. So yeah, that's gonna be new. Alright, let's go take a look. Esoterans. You know, I didn't check if there was a quest. GG.
대상입니다.
So I okay. I think we're just gonna run through it and just ignore everything.
잘못된 대상입니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다.
Hello Ferdian, welcome to the stream. Yeah, as you can see we are in Esoterrans and Esoterrus, I don't really know how to say that, and we're trying to figure out what we need to do here. So I think I just have to run to the Dahlia Garden, because I thought there was like this big mob that you needed to kill. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the big tree from the when we were farming bunnies that we needed to kill that one. Oh my god, the sounds he makes, that's a bit weird.
Okay, every time you hit him and he goes to the middle health, he just heals. So I think we're missing something.
공격할 수 없습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 잘못된 대상입니다.
Okay, we figured it out. So the reason why he was healing was because of that mob green fingers that is coming from the bridge. So Drooler went there to the spawn point to kill it every time it spawns. Oh, thank you for subbing.
대상이 잘못되었습니다.
Finally.
대상이 맞지 않습니다.
여기요, 여기.
잘못되었습니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다. 대상이 닿지 않습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다. 대상이 너무 멀리 있습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다.
Wow, this takes way longer than Holy Tower.
대상이 잘못되었습니다.
Ah, reflective shield.
대상이
Yeah, this is also a first time for us to actually go through this dungeon and trying to figure out how to open the door, so I'm sorry if I'm taking a bit longer than usual.
대상이 잘못되었습니다. 대상이 맞지 않습니다. 대상이 맞지 않습니다.
Oh, Cyberpunk girl, really? No, you don't send me any annoying questions. It just, I think it's really interesting to see the questions because, you know, for me some things are so obvious, and I'm always happy when people ask questions because things are not always that obvious, and especially not if you're a beginning player. So it just keeps me on my toes to keep giving information and try to be as accurate as possible.
대상이 잘못되었습니다.
Hello Rebecca, welcome to the stream. You can get Genesis crystals. Oh wait, I need to concentrate, I always fall through this. Okay, you can get Genesis crystals by going to the Lacrum map and flip the garrisons to your faction. Then you will get quests to kill mobs and Elis or Asmodeans, depending on your faction. And yeah, you will get Genesis crystals from there. You used to be able to buy Genesis crystals in Dumaha in the altars, but I haven't checked that yet because Dumaha is not open yet. So yeah, that's where you can get Genesis crystals. So solo PvE for a cleric, I will show you my stigmas right now. So what I have, but I'm not full DPS or full heal always, I'm actually always like half of it. And then here are my stigmas for my spec. So right now I have Summon Noble Energy on, Call Lightning, Sacrificial Power if you want to go DPS is very important, Lightning Bolt of Retaliation, Noble Grace, and Sprint Skill. I never switch my green ones out, I only switch out the 2 blue ones and the gold one, because I don't want to... I switch stigmas quite often and I don't want to... I want to be able to have some Kina left, you know, because it's pretty expensive to constantly switch between specs.
대상이 잘못되었습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, for my heal, this is what I use for my heal. I use Splendor of Rebirth, Ripple of Purification, and Benevolence. So when I switch to heal, I switch out these 3 with these 3.
거리가 너무 멉니다.
Okay, let's see. So you get Ancient Glory Essence and an Ancient Transformation Contract Fragment. Okay. Okay, we're done here. Okay. So if you take the 10,000 points, you will go up 7 levels. 7%, not 7 levels, 7%, sorry. Let's see what happens if we take if we do the quest for the garrisons. Let's see, for the first. Hey Kim, the reason why the forts are Balor and not Asmodean is because the 7.5 patch is just launched today. So it will be Siege tonight and it will be Asmodean.
You can sell the experience insignias, but I would never do that. I mean, I think it's harder to farm them, to be honest. I will have to see what I'll do.
도와드릴까요?
Oh, is it that much easier to get honor points? That's good news. But if everybody can get honor points easily, then, you know, no one can.
대상이 맞지 않습니다. 대상이 맞지 않습니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다. 대상이 없습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다.
Okay, so you cannot instant report QQ. Cool, so you get those golden wings when you go up a level in Gallic. Yeah. We are gearing up my ult. This is not my main. No, definitely not.
잘못되었습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 거리가 너무 멉니다. 대상이 맞지 않습니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다.
마족의 승리를 위해.
In Lacrum, when you reach level 6 or 7 with a new Fane, you can exchange experience for ultimate transformation. Do you mean an ultimate transformation contract, or do you mean just the potions? Because I thought it was only the potions. Let me check. Yeah, it's an ultimate transformation potion, not a contract. I can check for you the best PvE armor set from the open world bosses, because you can just go here in item manual and you just scroll up. Let's go for the PvP, it's easier. PvE I mean, sorry. The fine, and then a skill, precious, and heavenly. Interesting.
환영합니다.
재고만 있습니다.
반갑군요. 크롬이만.
물건 많이 있습니다.
Nope, he still doesn't want to talk to me. Must have pissed him off somehow.
거리가 너무 멉니다. 대상이 맞지 않습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다. 사용할 수 없습니다.
Where is my bomb? We have to go kill the lurkers. I've heard a lot about those. We need to find them. This is always the case in the beginning of the patch. There is nothing. Oh, invite Walfrat. So Drew still needs 4 more. Oh, so we're searching.
되었습니다. 대상을 찾을 수 없습니다. 대상이 잘못되었습니다. 잘못된 대상입니다.
키라우바난
Okay, you guys, in around 7 minutes I'm going to end the stream. If you like, tell me if you want me to stream more, if you think this is interesting. But I will stream, we'll finish the garrisons and then I'm going to end it, okay? So if you have any questions, now is a good time to ask them. Just a second. My group is just going without me, they're not waiting. Okay. Just gonna put myself a bit on follow so I can read the chat. Yeah, I do have quite a bit of Genesis crystals. Because I started collecting them pretty early on. From the moment that we heard that Genesis crystals could buy us ultimate PvP gear, I started collecting them. And in the last months that I have been absent, no, I didn't play any other MMOs. I mainly played Portal, which is one of my favorite games. And I've been catching up on my shows, you know, like my animes and you know, just shows in general. And we also bought a house, so we also had to, you know, do a lot of administration for that, and you know, do a lot of things for that. And then the coronavirus happened. So we yeah, we had a bit of trouble there. And then I was sitting at home because my job ended. So yeah. My main class is cleric, but maybe the question is not for me. Yeah, I can definitely try to stream more. This is the first time I'm actually talking on stream. I did used to stream a bit often, but differently, where I would just put music on and would just go through the game, but I felt like it was more necessary for my channel to actually provide some information and to answer questions as good as I can. And I knew with this new patch I wouldn't be able to answer everything because, you know, I'm also new to the patch, and there's also a lot of information that I need to read up onto and have to experience myself before I can actually explain them. But I think it's still nice to see how the patch is in the EU servers, you know, and maybe also to see that even I struggle. So yeah, and that's what I want. I want a chill Aion vibe, so that's definitely what I'm aiming for. So I'm glad I achieved that. That's very, very nice. Yeah, new videos. Now it's gonna be a lot more easy to have more videos because now there is a lot more content. Because you know, with the whole 7.5 patch, there's a lot to explain. I will be making a video around the gear and explaining the PvE and PvP gear, but also the oh, I stopped following. Thanks. You just went on a mount. What was I saying? Oh, about the gear. So I just need to get my thoughts on paper because it's always easier for me to put my thoughts on paper and then, you know, explain how the gear works and where to obtain it and everything. That's why I love to make videos, is because I can just, you know, mix and match and try to find the best way to explain things. And about the audience and the runes, I'm also going to make a video, you know, like where you can farm them, how you can get them, how you can refine them, because I've heard something about that you need to refine them and that you also need materials for that. And I also hope that this little bug with the NPCs is fixed quickly so I can definitely show you what's happening there, because I feel like they give you magical crafting items, which can be pretty important. So yeah, I'm quite excited for all of that. Yeah, I know that Saivo only does Last Arc, and I think I really like him. You know, I've actually started becoming better in Aeon because I was watching his videos, because he actually had a really good channel, and he was a bit of an inspiration for me to start this one up, because I felt like he did a really good job there, and I saw that he was, you know, not longer doing Aeon videos, and was like, oh my god, we need another Saivo. He was so good at what he did, and it's only Last Arc, and that's totally fine, you know, you play what you want. But I think it's a bit, you know, I was a bit like sad that he quit playing, mainly because I wasn't getting my info anymore. Okay, but so I'm going to end the stream here. So I hope this was enjoyable for all of you, and yeah, if I will make a new stream, I will definitely put it out on my channel. You guys will hear about it, so you don't have to worry about that. And the videos about the gear, the audience and runes, and you know, all that good jazz. You know, I'm gonna do a revamp of the gear video, a revamp of my essentials. So I'm going to do an how to do esoterics, because as you saw, we were struggling finding it out. So yeah, I will make quite some videos, so definitely stay tuned for that. And yeah, Society of Gaming gives a lot more 7.7 info. He's always very up to date. It's amazing how he does that. Anyway, so thank you all for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, because there are some people out there that are watching my videos and not subscribing, definitely subscribe, because it really would help out my channel. And yeah, and I'll see you guys the next time. All right, bye bye.